All right, welcome you guys to the Sunday night Ella's Empire Team Zoom. We're so excited to have you here, and I'm so excited to hear from one of our coaches tonight. So I'm not sure how long she plans on going, but if we have time at the end, or if we don't, just remember when we hang up, write out your goals for the month and then post them in our team page and share those so we can know, so you can know what you're working towards, but then also we can cheer each other on and keep each other accountable. So I'm super excited to introduce to you. I'm going to get right into it so that she can get into her topic of customer retention and just that extra special touch, because I know that this is huge in our business, and it can make a big difference from month to month if we have some customer retention. So none other than lifetime one-star diamond Michelle Elam in the call with us tonight. You guys, if there is somebody who's busy, it's this lady, right? Okay, she is absolutely amazing. She's a mom of 3. She still works full time, and she just debuted, like, her first time in 10 years in the 42nd Street production, which, you guys, I went and saw it last night. If you're local and you can get here, come see it, come support her, just come have a little fun night out, because it was absolutely amazing. Amazing. So you guys, this girl's busy, and then she volunteered on top of this to step up and lead this call. That's what it's about, you guys. Wherever you put your energy, wherever you put that out is what you're going to get back. And she is, like, literally living and breathing this exactly right now in this moment. So we couldn't be more happy that you're taking your time out, Michelle, to pour into our team and just to pour into us and to share your wisdom and these tips. Because, like I just mentioned before we started recording, is that it's about sharing, you guys, as a team, and working smarter, not harder, and coming together and not pulling apart, right? So thank you so much, Michelle, and take it away.
Okay, you're going to make me cry with that with that intro. I'm feeling a little bit emotional today. So yeah, and to piggyback on what Jolene just said, this occurred to me to kind of step forward and share this with you, is because you're probably doing something that none of us are doing, and it's probably working really well for you, and you probably think it's the silliest thing, but it's worth sharing with the team. So even if you may not think it's worth anything, it's worth bringing it up to your upline and just say, hey, I'm doing this thing. Do you think it's worth me sharing? Maybe you can go live in the team page or come and speak on a call. This is something, I'm not going to share anything riveting with you tonight, unfortunately, but I think it's always exciting to just share something that I'm doing that maybe you can just take away little nuggets and mold it into whatever it is that you want to mold it into. Just a little bit of a caveat. For those of you that know me, you'll know I am not an organized person. So, which is kind of a shocker because I'm, like, so busy, but I'm not an organized person, but I like to stay busy. So I do a lot of activity, but there's a lot of madness behind that activity. So some of the things that I share with you tonight, maybe, you know, those emerald personalities that are watching, you can go back and create a system and come back and share that with us at a later date. That would be wonderful. So tonight I'm going to talk a little bit about client retention and communication and the value of good customer service. And just to kind of give you a little bit of background, a little bit of backstory about this. So we've been talking a lot about building volume versus building rank, right? And we're really trying to move towards helping you make more money versus, and if you're focusing on rank, that's awesome, you know, because I'm kind of in that mode myself. I want to move rank. But some of us, a lot of us on the team, are really trying to pay off debt and make an income. And to be able to do that, we need to have volume, and we need to continue to teach our team how to build more volume, right? And make more sales. One of the things I read, and this statistic is not 100% correct, but it's close. So I'll quote it. About 80 to 90% of your sales come from your existing customers, right? And that's crazy because every single month, here we are hustling to go find new customers. When we have a ton of customers sitting, well, a lot of us have a ton of customers sitting in our online office who we've worked with in the past. Now, let me back up and just say, this is going to be good for those of you that are just getting started, as well as those who have been coaches for quite a long time. If you were to look in my back office, I've got probably about 300 people that are under me as customers, listed as customers. And how that happens is you get free leads, right? Once you become Emerald and you're hitting Success Club, you're getting leads every single month, sometimes 3 to 4 leads from Beachbody of people who have bought something, usually a Beachbody On Demand subscription, sometimes people who become coaches, sometimes people who are Shakeology customers. And they're your customers, and that's reoccurring volume that you're getting. And then sometimes you have coaches come into the business and they end up leaving for whatever reason, and all of their customers and all of their coaches come up underneath you. So some of that volume of customers that I have are from that. But Daniel and I, my husband and I, were having this conversation. My husband is a marketing genius. And I said, Daniel, I've got like these 300, 400 people that I'm probably only engaged with maybe about like 25% of them. Like, how do I get more engaged with them? And of course, we've thrown around, the email touches quite a bit. And I am going to talk about that a little bit. But I really just wanted to kind of dig into client retention and just kind of thinking about, okay, if I were a customer, if I were my own customer, and I were set up on this reoccurring debit every single month, right? Shakeology, or a reoccurring debit from Beachbody On Demand, because I have a lot of every 3-month customers, right? How would I want to be treated, right? And what would be an awesome way to just feel like I'm connected to that person who sold me this, right? And so I want to share this with you because, again, client retention, I'm not going to share a process with you, but I want you to take this opportunity to start thinking about how your customers would want to be treated. And the backstory behind this is I decided a couple months ago, like I needed 2 Success Club points, right? So I went out and found this very reputable Rodan and Fields person who I knew was very well respected. Like, she had a team, and I went to her and I did a trade with her. I was like, hey, I'll buy some stuff from you if you buy a challenge pack from me. Is it a deal? And she was like, deal. All right, cool. Sold a challenge pack, hit Success Club, and I got some Rodan and Fields off of her. I also learned from her significantly on how she handled her customers. And I was amazed at how she made the process absolutely simple for me, very communicative the whole time, gave me a complete rundown of everything that I was getting. She put everything into a cart for me, right? We do this for our customers, but she put everything into a cart for me and actually took my credit card details and put through the transaction for me. And as a busy person, come on, I don't want to do that. So she did all of that for me. The third thing that I found absolutely amazing was, so one of our deals was, I said, you've got to do a challenge pack, and then I'll do whatever it is you need to hit your goal for the month. So it's the replenishment program, right? It's an auto replenish program for Rodan and Fields. And one of the things that she did to me a couple months ago when it was time for mine to replenish, she sent me a message and she said, hey, you are due to get your next regimen. Are you ready for it? And I was like, wow, that was amazing that she reached out to me and asked me that. And I was like, actually, I've got quite a bit left. I don't need it. So she went in and she pushed my date back for me. And it was so freaking nice to not have to do that myself. Because again, busy mom, I'm not going to do it. And in fact, I'm probably going to be ticked off at somebody, maybe not necessarily at her, but ticked off at the company that now I've got this extra skincare on my front door when I already have full bottles of everything else, right? Which is a completely different story. Like, was I using it the way it should be? I don't know. Of course, right? We can learn from that. But this created an opportunity for me to really start to think about how we're treating our customers and the experiences that we're giving them. So we're selling them Shakeology and we're selling them Beachbody On Demand, right? But have I been reaching out to my customers on a monthly basis when their Shakeology is about to ship to let them know it's about to ship and let them know that they can change it, delay it, cancel it? Now, for a while there, I thought, do I want to reach out to them? Do I want to let them know? Yes, you want to reach out to them. You want to let them know that they can make those changes, because really you're number one going to have that conversation with them. You're going to find out, you're going to get good information. You're going to find out if they're using it. You're going to find out if they like it, because if they don't like it, then that's a whole nother discussion that we need to have with them before those 30 days are up. So maybe they need to go and get their money back. And I know that that's a scary thing for a lot of you guys, but at the end of the day, we've got to think about the company's reputation. We have to think about your reputation, right? Because you're trying to build a business. And if somebody genuinely does not like our product, I am not comfortable with them keeping it. I want them to be able to get a full refund for it. It feels right. It sits better. Yes, I'm going to lose maybe a couple of Success Club points, or they take back your Success Club points. I think haven't had it happen in a while, but ethically, it's the right thing to do for our business, right? We offer the money back guarantee, so it's our opportunity to check in with them. So backing up a little bit. So that's my backstory. I went into my back office, and again, this is where you Emeralds can come in and help us create a system around this. But what I did was I went into my back office, and you can pull a report of all of your customers' orders for the last 12 months. And you can sort it into an Excel spreadsheet if that's the way that it would work for you. You crazy people with Excel, you can probably create some sort of formula to determine, when their next shipment would probably go out. So every single month you can go in and reach out to those people. So I'm talking about our monthly Shakeology subscribers. I've been reaching out to these people once a month, right before their Shakeology ships, and just asking them, how's it going? How do you like your shakes? Just letting you know your next shipment is about to go in the next 7 days. You can change it. You can delay it. You can cancel it if it's not working for you. And in some cases, I don't even know if I'm ethically able to tell you this, but some cases I go on and do a chat and do it for them. Because again, for me, and these are the people that I attract, very busy people. Having somebody do something for me that I'm probably not going to do is awesome, and it's a godsend. So that's one thing that I've done for my Shakeology orders. Same for Beachbody On Demand. This is where I've seen the true opportunity for growth. So you do get, I think, an email every single month or every couple of months. I can't remember how often it goes, but Beachbody will let you know when your on-demand subscribers, next billing cycle is going to be coming up. Sometimes you get a report. I think you get it every month, but I'm not sure. You get your annuals, you get your 6 months, and then you get your quarterly report. And you go in there and you, again, reach out to those people, especially your quarterly people, and you just say, hey, it's about to bill. Is there something that I can do for you? Did you know you could save money if you did this? If you purchase a challenge pack, this is your opportunity to try Shakeology. This is your opportunity to try the performance line. This is where I've seen a huge opportunity for growth, because number one, most of the time people are on that 3-month quarterly Beachbody On Demand. It's the people that have transitioned over into the quarterly after they did the trial, right? And majority of those people are my free customers, and they don't even know that $39.95 is coming out of their bank account, which is crazy, I know, but there are a lot of people, once I started reaching out and letting them know that that was drawing, were shocked to know that that had been going. So I kind of felt bad in that respect, but also it opened up such an amazing opportunity for us to have a conversation about their health and fitness. these were people that I had not even been engaged with, right? So there were people on that report every single month that, you know, I had a guy that was getting recovery every single month. And I would try to reach out to him. I knew he wasn't in a challenge group. I knew that I really wasn't engaged with him a whole lot because he was I think maybe an inherited customer or something along those lines. But when I reached out, talking about money, right? Like, hey, this has been coming out. You've been getting this every single month. I mean, obviously he was utilizing the recovery, but we opened up that conversation. And, you know, now we're talking, we've delayed his recovery a couple times. And it's a great conversation now that he's trusting me. He's trusting me and he's sharing more information with me to where eventually maybe I can find out how I can help him a little bit more. Maybe that'll boost a little bit more volume. And we can open up a whole world of Beachbody product line to him that he never knew existed, even though he was continuously just drinking recovery. So doing that for Beachbody On Demand, your annual subscribers, doing that for your home direct people for Shakeology. And then every single month, just making note when you make those sales, make a note when that sale went through and when it's going to ship again, especially those people that are within that 30-day time frame, because you almost want to let them know, like, we're within that 30-day time frame. You haven't been showing up in my challenge group, right? I've got a girl this month that she just bought Lift 4 from me, not been showing up in my challenge groups. We're almost hitting that 30-day timeline. I really want to know, like, I don't want her to have a bad feeling about working with me because she's going to tell her friends that I sold her this thing that doesn't even really work very well or that she didn't even like. So it's so important for us to continue to be engaged with those people, even though they may not be talking to us in our challenge groups. We've got to find a way to try and engage with them. Sometimes we got to talk money, right? Or talk about that money back guarantee. So next thing I really want to talk about, Jolene shared her process with you on free leads, right? And we do get these leads from Beachbody every single month. I have a little process that I want to share with you. So I do, I think, 4 different touches with them. I will send them an email saying, hey, what's up? The following day, if I don't hear from them, I will send them a text, right? And you get their telephone number, so why not, right? I send them a little text and I'm just like, hey, like, not to be creepy, but you know, was your coach and my husband and I have been doing this, working out, and we feel great and I'd love to connect with you, right? Still don't hear from them. I send them another email with a questionnaire like, hey, you know, you wanted that Beachbody program. Tell me about you, right? And then my 4th touch with them is I go and find them on Facebook. Now, it may sound a little bit stalkerish, but at the end of the day, I know, right? A little bit stalkerish. But at the end of the day, we know we're all busy people and we're obsessive about our Facebook and our communication. The rest of the world, and I've been observing people by doing this show just the past couple of weeks, like, most of these people are not online as much as I am. And, you know, they have kids that come and mess with their phone and ruin their notifications or whatever. So that's just a little process that I wanted to share with you if you are getting leads from Beachbody On Demand. And I'd be happy to touch on that a little bit more, but I didn't want to go into it too much. Last thing I want to share with you. This is the email feature that we have in our online office. Now, we've talked, I think we had a call with Hillary a couple weeks ago about MailChimp, which is great. For me, I haven't had time to sit down and figure that out. But again, this is also something that I have learned from my Rodan and Fields rep is every single month at the beginning of the month, I get an email from her. And it's not a fancy email. It's just a little personal greeting introducing what the specials are for the month. And it's so nice to have that and to know that and just have that little personal touch, right? I hear from her. It's very personal. She talks a little bit about our family. Oh, we traveled. And oh, by the way, so it's like They get to know her really, really well, and then they share, and she shares, what specials are going on for the month. And I started to think, I have not done that one single time. Here are these 350 people in my online office that have purchased from me or have purchased from somebody, at least in my downline in the past. So they are engaged Beachbody customers. Half of them I don't really know that well, or some of them I don't really know that well. I need to be communicating with them on a regular basis, and I'm not. I hadn't been. So every single month, at the beginning of the month, you can go into the online office and you can pick, there's graphics that are made in there, right? And if you want, Jolene, I'm putting Jolene up for this. I can make a video for you too, but I guess that's probably something that I should do since I'm throwing it out there. But you can actually go into the online office. There's graphics, videos, all different things that are pre-made for you. And there's a little button in there that just says, email this out, right? And I've done it for like the last 3 months. I did it for Lift 4. I did it for the To Be Mindset. I did one for beach bars, right? And it allows you to type in a little bit of information like, hey, we're having a great summer. We're so busy with baseball and I'm doing a show and there's just so many wonderful things happening with our family. And we're so grateful to be able to spend time with each other and have the energy to be able to do that. I did want to spend time and take some time and share with you about this new program launch that's coming out, Lift 4. And I'll talk about my experience with it so far. And then hit send, and there's a little button there that just says send to everybody, and it will send an email out to every single one of your customers. And then it just comes to the email that's connected to your account. And usually I'll get about 1 or 2 responses of people inquiring or asking for more information. And that's great. I mean, according to my husband, that's a great return, especially he does a lot of marketing, email marketing, and usually get very low percentage return rates. But hearing from people that I don't typically hear from, that's definitely golden. And it's just finding new ways to connect with these people, providing amazing customer service, and frankly, treating people how we would want to be treated in this situation. For a while, I just felt like there was something that I was missing in my business. And because we just hustle and hustle and hustle to find new customers every single month when the volume is just waiting there for us. It's just about communicating what's going on. Most people don't know what is going on, what product. Beachbody is coming out with so many new things on a regular basis now. It's so hard for us to keep up with it. We think if we post it on Facebook or if we post it in a group, people will see it, but it's not the case anymore. There's so much out there that people get sidetracked on that we have to find different mediums and different ways of communicating with different people. So email is another great way. Personal messages is another great way. And I just really want to highly encourage you to try and implement some of those things and just, take a step back from, being that person that's trying to hustle for Success Club every single month and really identify with your customers and just make it so easy for them. It's so important. So that's all I got for you. I hope that wasn't rambly and you found some value in that.
That was awesome. Does anybody have any questions for Michelle with what she just covered? You can unmute yourself or I can unmute you if anybody has anything. Just start speaking if you do. I just want to reiterate, I think that was great, Michelle. I love the key points that you said, like when we are going back to them is you just be simple. Be simple about what it is we're doing, right? Communicate well. Simple communication. The share cart is great. In the beginning, this, I used to always get my person's information. I would give them an option of, here's this way you can sign up. I can send the link or I can do everything for you. And at that point, if they kind of trust you too, because you are asking for the credit card information. But again, like Michelle said, people are busy and the last thing they want to do is do it themselves. They would just be like, here, yeah, I'm ready to go. Just here's my info. So I love that. And then checking in. So simple communication, sharing the cart or doing the transaction for them, and then checking in prior to an auto shipment. And we should be doing that anyways, just like Michelle said, because think about how you want to be treated. You trust somebody and you stay more loyal to somebody simply based on the fact of how they treated you, whether or not you liked their product, to believe it or not. Like there's things that I don't like, but I'm like, I really like the person though. Or like you go buy things and you're like, well, I really didn't like it, but I really enjoyed the interaction that I had with that experience. So keep that in mind when people are buying. That's exactly what Michelle was just explaining to us, is that how do you want to be treated? Like how can you do that extra little step? And it may be sending a handwritten card, you guys. I know people will mention this to me that they get these, they come in like an 8-pack for $1 in the Target section. I mean, another reason to just to love Target. But they're $1 and they have some really cute ones. So take a minute maybe to send that thank you. Or when you sell a challenge pack to somebody, I almost always do that. I'll mail something out and just say, thank you for trusting your health and fitness to me. I really, truly appreciate it. So I just wanted to say thank you. And it may be a card. I may throw an Energize in there. Whatever it is, because it's about the experience, just like any other thing that we buy, you guys. We are in a people business. We are in a people business. So that was a great breakdown. And also I want to add in real quick too, that you said whether or not the statistic was right, but 80 to 90% of your sales, your income comes from existing customers. And that is true. We know that also because when there's a huge launch, we all make more money, right? Because our coaches and our team and everybody is, if they're buying in, like notice when we go to do the 3-day refresh, there'll probably be a boost in volume. And it had nothing to do with if we don't bring in a single new person to do the refresh with us at the beginning of September, but it will boost because of all of us, right? Because of all of our coaches, whether you're a discount coach or you're not. So don't discount anybody. So I love that you did bring that up, because I think that for a long time, I did kind of overlook, not that I didn't talk to them, but I did overlook them as if talking to I knew my discount coaches, a lot of them are my family, and just not even telling them about what we're doing and inviting them in on it because I didn't think that they would do it. When in reality, they're the ones who really need it because they're already a part of our circle, you know?
And they know it. So, and I think that's easier for us to go to those people that already love the product. They're our lifers. We don't have to spend hours like sending more videos and like explaining exactly what Shakeology. They know it's such an easy sale. And I think we just overlook that so much.
Right. Agreed. Yeah. Totally love that. So thank you so much for taking the time out. I know this has just been another amazing thing that you've been able to share with us tonight. So with that, since we have a few minutes left, I do want to just do some quick recognition and then just some upcoming stuff so that you can start to be like thinking ahead, right, for the rest of August and into September. So Success Club, just want to give a shout out to those of you in July who hit Success Club. Michelle, and you guys, like this, she still makes this a priority because this business is numero uno, right? So you have to put in the time in order to do this. So she has yet again hit Success Club when she's been training, training for this production that she's been doing. And I know from watching Nolan do this, I know how much time she has put in the last, 6-8 weeks, and she still is able to hit goals because she's made it a priority, because she's sat down and she's made those pockets of time worth her time. It's not just like, oh, I'm going to throw it to the wind and hope it works. And like that spaghetti noodle sticks to the wall. No, it was diligent working pockets of time that got her to hit goals. So congrats to you on that. And then Dante, Mr. Being Perfect, has came up and this month hit Success Club. So I'm super excited to see you back on. Woo! What is it like this? But yeah, so congrats to you, Dante. I know that you've been traveling too. So this fact that this last month you've really stepped out of your comfort zone that you've been in, and I'd love to have seen your growth with that. And with you doing the action items, because I know that we've talked behind the scenes that follow through and just your call to action, I know that's been huge for you. So a tip that Dante and I talked about, and I feel like the reason why he got there last month was because he did have call to actions, which was a step of his posts and things that where he was doing that he was missing for some reason. He didn't even realize it. He just wasn't asking for people to come alongside. So keep that in mind. If you're not doing that, that's been, I think, the biggest change. He can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's been one thing that he definitely changed this last month that made a difference. And then on the board too was Sandra and Kayla and Britt, and they're all rocking it, at least helping one person get started. And Megan's on here too, and I just want to say she is putting in some major work. We've had some one-on-one calls. This team, you guys, we're growing, we're expanding, we're doing big things. And this girl, we sat down, we had a talk, and the next week she came back and she had like all the shit done. And she was like, I'm doing this. And she's like running. She's got like her skates on. She's rolling. Like she's going and she's doing the work, you guys. And what I want you to know is that you may not be seeing anything right now, but you're setting up the pace for the next 30, 60, 90 days when you're doing this kind of work, right? So just know that. And so I want to shout you out too, Megan, for doing that, because you are putting in the work, and I see it. I love your lives. I like how you're stepping out of your zone. And you guys, the coolest thing is to get a message from one of your coaches when she says, like, oh, I just got the chills. When she goes, I'm just having so much fun again in my business. Like, this should be fun, right? Like, this should be fun. And I loved hearing that she's excited about her own personal health journey, and she's excited about her coaching business and where it's going and everything. So yeah, shout out to you for sharing that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. And then I have to shout out, Amanda, I don't know if I've been on a team call, but thanks for jumping on. This is this your first time? Oh, okay. Yeah. So she's going to become a regular. It's the first and the third Sundays. So hopefully we'll see you in 2 weeks if we didn't scare you. And then shout out to the Henderson sisters over here, right? Like seriously, and the third one, she's not on here, but from what I've seen, you guys are killing it. And I love watching you guys step into yourself and embrace yourself. Like, embrace yourself. Like, you guys are doing just that with your photos that I've seen you had taken and just posting, and just like, honestly, I love that you post often too about things and don't give a crap if somebody thinks it's too much or it's not or whatever. It's just you being you and embracing that fully along the way. So way to go, Amber and Bree. You guys are also killing it over there. So it's really cool to see people grow in this business. I think one of the most exciting things and rewarding things that I see as somebody who started off there too. And I know Michelle and Dante who've been doing this for a little while can say the same thing too. So yes. Okay. So that was a little bit of recognition there. And then upcoming stuff, you guys, like Michelle said, right now, when we're using different mediums and different social medias, and maybe I should do it, maybe this week I'll do a little training or something in the team call, or if you've already started to do something, share it with us too in the team page. Is pumpkin spice Shakeology is coming. And if you hate pumpkin spice, you better just put your ego to the side and you better get moving. Okay? I know haters, I am really not a pumpkin fan, period. But I'll tell you what, I'm putting my ego to the side and knowing that this is a huge time and it's a huge seasonal thing and it will be limited. And so start to think of different ways, be asking questions leading into that. I just started this last week a Google form to collect addresses and just asking people's like favorite something or other, whatever, with a picture of the pumpkin spice Shake-O. And then I'm going to post that for people to be like, hey, if you want to know when it's coming, like, so I can share it with you, whatever it is. Now's the time because it's coming. Okay. So pumpkin spice Shakeology, don't miss the boat on that. It will be limited. And I'm telling you, it probably will sell out within 48 hours. And guess who will be buying it? All of the coaches and us, we're the ones who are going to get it. So you let your other people already in the know when it goes to launch so that you can be doing that behind the scenes. The 25th is our pool party, which is super exciting, of August. And then if you're not local, get here. It would be fun to see you. Next Tuesday, we're doing the dream, so we're going to take the big Post-its, right? You cannot be local for this if you want to. We're going to be at Michelle's house. We're mapping out our dream teams and how we're going diamond and above. And this is huge, right? Because we're moving. This team is moving. We're running. Get your skates on. We're going. So I'm just going to come skating over down the driveway. But no, for real. So that's happening on Tuesday. And then is that it? I think that's it for now. Super Saturday is October 7th. So be looking on the horizon for that. So lots of exciting stuff, you guys. It's fun. You know the goals, write them out. Don't think too hard about it. Just whatever comes to your mind, start firing it down. Don't think about anything holding you back. Just what it is you want to accomplish in your personal life, your business life, your work life, whatever it may be. And then start the thread in the team page. Anybody else have any last couple second thing to say before we get cut off?
No.
All right. Awesome, you guys. Have a great night. Have a great week. Let's do it. Fist in. Love you guys. Let's blow it up. Have a great night.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.